Chapter 1. The First English Word. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Bookish English. I'm Ariel. Today, I want to talk to you about something very special. It is something that helped me, my students, and many people around the world. The topic is reading. Yes, reading books in English. Many students ask me, why should I read? I already watch English videos. I listen to podcasts. I go to classes. I do grammar exercises. So why should I also read books? I always smile and say, because reading is the best way to grow your English. Choose one that makes you smile. Many students tell me, I want to read, but it is too hard. I need a dictionary for every sentence. I feel tired. I stop reading. I understand. That is why I made this channel. I want to help you love reading. I want to help you start easy. That is very important. When you start, read very easy things. Read things where you understand almost everything. Maybe you know 95 or even 98% of the words. That is perfect, because then you don't need to stop. You don't need a dictionary. You just enjoy the story. You follow the words. You feel the rhythm. You start to think in English. And that is the goal. I want you to feel English, not translate it. I want you to feel the meaning, not look at grammar rules. When we read, we meet words again and again. We see grammar again and again. Slowly, our brain starts to understand. And we do not forget. Because it is not just a lesson. It is an experience. I want to tell you a short story. One of my students was a boy from Korea. His name was Min. He loved video games. But he hated English. He thought English was too hard. Then I gave him a short comic book in English about robots. He opened it and started to laugh. He liked it. He read more. Then he read another one. After 2 months, he finished 10 comic books. One day he said, "Teacher, I don't use a dictionary anymore." I smiled. His English got better because he read what he loved. No tests. No pressure. Just fun. That is the power of reading. There are many stories like Min's. Another student, Amina from Egypt, wanted to speak English well. She tried many things, but she was afraid to talk. Then she read a short romance story in English. She liked it. She read one every week. After 3 months, she joined our speaking club. She was not afraid anymore. She said, "Now I can say full sentences. I remember the words from the stories." That is what reading does. It gives you the words. It gives you the structure. It gives you confidence. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to start. Start small. Start easy. And read a little. Read together. I am Ariel, and this is Bookish English. Let's make reading your superpower. Chapter 2. Small Steps, Big Hope. Now let me tell you how I started reading to learn languages. Many people think teachers are always good at learning. But that is not true. I had problems too. When I was learning French, I could not understand fast speech. I could not remember new words. I felt tired and slow. Then I remembered what I always tell my students. Read something easy. Read something fun. So I went to the library. I looked for French books. But many books were too hard. I felt lost. Then I found a very small book. It had pictures. It had easy words. It was for children. I thought, this is too easy. But I read 1 page. Then another. I understood. I smiled. I kept reading. That day, I read 20 pages. I did not use a dictionary. I just followed the story. I laughed. I felt happy. I felt smart. That was the first day I loved reading in French. After that, I read more. I found short stories. I found comics. I found easy novels. I read every day, sometimes 10 minutes. sometimes 30. I read before bed. I read with my tea. And slowly, French became my friend. I started to speak better. I started to think in French. My vocabulary grew. My grammar improved. But I did not study grammar rules. I just read. I saw the grammar again and again in the stories. That helped me more than any grammar class. Then I did the same with Spanish. I started with simple books. I read with joy. I did not care if the book was for kids. It helped me. And that was enough. Soon, I could speak to people in Spanish. I could write simple things. I felt proud. And I did it with reading. So now, when students ask me, Ariel, what is the best way to learn English? I say, start reading. Read what you love. Read what you understand. And they ask, what books should I read? My answer, your brain will be full of new words. You will speak better. You will write better. You will feel better. Reading is a slow road, but it is a strong one. It builds your English like a house, one brick at a time. And one day, you will look back and say, wow, I did it. But remember this, only read what you enjoy. If a book is boring, stop. Close it. Find another one. Reading should not be pain. It should not be stress. It should feel like a nice walk. You are walking through a story. You are finding new ideas. You are meeting new words. And you are learning without trying too hard. That is the best way. I want to share one more story. A girl named Sophia wrote to me. She is from Brazil. She said, Ariel, I never liked English. I always failed my tests. Then I found your channel, Bookish English. I listened to your stories. I read the texts. I smiled. I felt good. I started to read your easy books. Now I read every night before sleep. I finished 3 books already. My English teacher said, what happened? Your English is better. I said, I read. That message made me cry. It made me feel happy. Because that is the goal. To help people like you. People who want to learn. People who want to grow. But don't know how. Reading is how. Easy reading. Fun reading. Daily reading. You don't need big goals. You just need small steps. And those steps will take you far. Chapter 3. What to read and how to choose it. Many students ask me, Ariel, how do I know which book is right for me? This is a great question. If a book is too hard, you will stop reading. If it is too easy, you may get bored. So you must find your level. That means you must find books where you understand almost everything. Let's say there are 100 words on one page. If you understand 95 or more, that is a good book for you. If you understand only 80, it is too hard. If you understand all 100, maybe it is too easy, but still good if you enjoy it. I always say this. Easy and fun is better than hard and boring. When a book is easy, your brain is relaxed. When you are relaxed, you learn more. If you read a hard book, you may stop after 5 minutes. If you read an easy one, you may read for 30 minutes without even knowing. And that is how you improve. Reading more is better than reading hard things. I also tell students to test the first page. Open a book. Read 1 page. Do you understand it? Can you follow the story? Do you feel curious? If yes, keep reading. If no, close it and find another. That is the best test. You don't need to finish every book you start. You don't need to suffer. You are not in school. You are free. You can choose. This is your reading journey. Make it kind and happy. I want to tell you about types of books. First, graded readers. These books are made for learners. They are short. They have simple words. They come in levels. You can start with beginner level and go up. These are great for practice. Second, children's books. Some people feel shy to read kids' books. But don't feel shy. Children's books are fun. They are full of feeling and easy words. They often have pictures. They are short, and many of them are beautiful. Third, fairy tales. I love fairy tales. They are like magic. Most people already know them, so they are easy to follow. They are short and full of good lessons. And they often repeat words, which helps you learn. Fourth, comics and graphic novels. These are amazing for learners. That is why reading is so powerful. You see the same grammar, the same words, the same patterns. But you don't study them. You just read them, and you learn them naturally. That is better than a grammar class. That is better than flashcards. Because it feels like play, not work. And we learn more when we play. Some students like to write words in a notebook. That is fine if you enjoy it. But don't write every word. Maybe just 3 or 5 new words each day. Words that you really want to use. Use them in a sentence. Say them out loud. That is enough. You don't need to learn 20 words a day. You need to love the process. I want to remind you again, this is not about speed. This is not about finishing books fast. This is about building a habit. A reading habit. If you read every day, even 5 minutes, you will grow. If you read once a week for an hour, that is also good. Just keep going. Don't stop. Make reading a part of your life. Like brushing your teeth. Like drinking water. Make it small, but make it regular. That is how you win. I have one final idea for you in this chapter. Try to read and listen at the same time. Find a book with audio, or listen to my stories on Bookish English. This helps a lot. You hear the sounds. You see the words. You match them. Your brain connects the dots. Your listening gets better. Your speaking gets better. Your understanding grows fast. So try it. Try reading and listening together. I do it when I learn languages. It helps me feel the rhythm. It helps me speak better. And it helps me remember. So, my dear friend, now you know how to choose a book. Choose something easy. Choose something fun. Try comics, fairy tales, simple stories, or something you already love. Read slowly. Read daily. Don't check every word. Just enjoy. And if you can, read and listen. This is the way. The simple way. The fun way. The powerful way. Reading will change your English. One page at a time. Chapter 4. Practice makes you better. Ariel woke up early. The sun was not up yet. He looked at the small notebook on his table. On the first page, he had written, "Practice every day. Don't give up." He smiled. Today, he wanted to practice speaking. Speaking was still hard. He could understand some English. He could read a little. But when he tried to speak, he felt afraid. Ariel went to the mirror. He said, "Hello, my name is Ariel." His voice was low. He laughed. "That sounds funny," he said to himself. He tried again. "Hello, my name is Ariel. I like English." His voice was a little louder now. "I can speak English." He said it again and again. "I can speak English. I can speak English." It started to feel easy. Ariel was happy. He gave a big smile to the mirror. "Good job, Ariel," he said. At breakfast, Ariel listened to a short English audio. It was slow and easy. A woman said, "How are you today?" Ariel paused the audio and said, "I'm good. Thank you." He listened again. "What is your name?" He answered, "My name is Ariel." He was talking to the voice. Speak many simple sentences. He could ask and answer. He could listen and understand easy English. He thought, maybe I was A1. But now I am moving to A2. It made him smile. He called his cousin Maria. She lived in another country. She also wanted to learn English. Ariel said, "Let's learn together." Maria said, yes. We can help each other. They started a plan. Every Sunday, they would speak on video call in English. On Sunday, Ariel was ready. He had a paper with sentences. How are you? What did you do today? What food do you like? He asked Maria, and she answered. She also asked questions. They both made mistakes. They laughed a lot. But they kept going. Maria said, we are doing well. Ariel said, yes. Our level is going up. Later, Ariel read an article that said, learning a language is like growing a plant. You must water it every day. It grows slowly, but it grows strong. Ariel wrote that in his notebook. He said, I will grow my English every day. My level will grow too. At night, Ariel thought about the word level. He said to himself, it's just a name. A1, A2, B1. These are just names. They don't control me. I control my learning. He felt proud. He said, I am not just a level. I am a learner. I am a speaker. The next day, he went to a shop. He saw a tourist. The man looked confused. Ariel went to help. Hello, do you need help? The man said, yes, I'm looking for the bus stop. Ariel smiled. It is that way. Just walk straight and turn right. The man said, thank you. Ariel said, you're welcome. He felt like a real English speaker. That evening, Ariel shared the story with Maria. She said, you helped someone in English. That's amazing. Ariel said, I think I'm getting better. Maria said, yes. Because you don't stop. You try. Every day. Ariel looked at his notebook. On the last page, he wrote, my level is not fixed. It can change. I can grow. I will keep going. Chapter 6. You are better than you think. Ariel was walking in the park. The air was fresh. The sun was warm. He sat on a bench and looked at the people. Some were running. Some were walking with friends. Some were sitting alone, reading or thinking. Ariel opened his notebook. He had written many things in it. His first words. His first sentences. His first thoughts in English. He looked at the page from 3 months ago. The words were simple, and some had mistakes. But they were his. And now, his new pages had better words. Longer sentences. More confidence. Ariel smiled. He said out loud, I am better now. An old man on the next bench smiled and asked, what did you say? Ariel laughed a little. Oh, I'm learning English. I was just talking to myself. The man said, that's good. Talking to yourself is smart. That's how we all learn. Ariel nodded. Yes, I think it helps me. Later that day, Ariel went to a small English group in his town. It was a place where people met and talked in English. It was not a class, just people helping each other. When he entered the room, he felt nervous. Many people were talking in English. Some spoke fast. Some spoke slow. Some used hard words. Ariel sat down and listened. A young woman looked at him and said, Hi, what's your name? Ariel said, My name is Ariel. The woman smiled. Nice to meet you, Ariel. First time here. Ariel said, Yes. I want to practice English. The woman said, Great. You can talk with us. They started to speak about daily life. What they eat. Where they work. What they like. Ariel was quiet at first. But then, he started to speak. I like reading. I read English books. Easy books. Another person asked, What's your favorite book? Ariel answered, A book about a boy who learns English. Like me. Everyone laughed. They liked Ariel's answer. Ariel stayed for 1 hour. When he left, he felt good. He said to himself, I can speak. I can listen. I can join a group. I am not a beginner anymore. I am better than I think. That sentence stayed in his heart. When he got home, he turned on a short English movie with subtitles. He listened carefully. He wrote down new words. Then, he paused the movie and repeated some lines. He stood up and acted like the people in the movie. I'm going to the store, he said with feeling. Do you want anything? He answered. He laughed and said, This is fun. Ariel made English a part of his life. He listened to English in the morning. He spoke in the mirror. He wrote in his notebook. He joined English groups. He watched movies. He read easy books. He never stopped learning. And slowly, English became easier. One day, his teacher asked him, Ariel, what do you think your English level is now? Ariel thought for a moment. Then he said, I don't know the number. Maybe A2. Maybe more. But I know this. I can talk. I can help. I can learn. I feel better. The teacher smiled. That's the best answer. Ariel wanted to help others now. He made a small group at home. He invited 3 friends who were afraid to speak English. He said, Don't worry about mistakes. Just talk. We are learning together. The first meeting was quiet. But Ariel helped. Say your name. Say one thing you like. He helped them speak. Slowly, they started to smile and try. Ariel became their guide. Not a teacher, just a friend. He told them, I was like you. I couldn't speak. I was afraid. But I started small. I didn't stop. Now, I can help you. His friends felt happy. They saw that Ariel was not perfect. But he was strong. And he believed in them. At night, Ariel looked in the mirror. I am better than I think. I can do more than I know. He believed those words now. They were not just sounds. They were real. He wrote in his notebook, I can speak. I can help. I can grow. I can learn. I am not just a level. I am a learner. He closed his eyes and dreamed. In his dream, he was on a stage. People were clapping. He was speaking English, telling his story, telling others, you can do it too. You are better than you think. And they smiled. Because they believed him.